Hi there, Christina Jordan here, your board certified master nutritionist here at Fit Body Weight Loss. And I am so excited because today is February 13th. And on this day, 12 years ago, I actually made the commitment and I started this journey. I can remember 12 years ago sitting at my kitchen counter. I was bawling my eyes out. I was crying. I couldn't wear any clothes in my closet. I had stepped on the scale that day and I was over 271 pounds. Earlier that week, the doctors had told me that I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, that I was gonna be on diabetic medication for the rest of my life. They had me on metformin. They were starting me on insulin. They also told me that my thyroid was shot and they had me on thyroid medications. I had also been diagnosed earlier that year with autoimmune issues like Hashimoto's, and I also was told that I had PCOS. I was told that I had chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, so I had shooting pain going through my body, and I was swollen all the time, like 6 months pregnant looking swollen. I wasn't, I checked, but literally I couldn't figure out what was going on with me. And I remember on this day, 12 years ago, I was sitting at my kitchen counter and I was crying. And I was so frustrated because I had tried everything to lose the weight. I had hired personal trainers. I worked out 6 days a week for over an hour. I was running miles. I was working my butt off. I was killing myself to the point that my knees were swollen and inflamed. My body ached all over. I was hardly eating. I went to all these different medical doctors and asked them for help, and all they did was tell me to eat less and work out more. So they had put me on starvation diets. I had one doctor that actually put me on 500 calories. 500 calories. While working out over an hour a day, I would see stars when I stood up. My hair was falling out in clumps in the shower. I had a horrible migraines all the time. I was sick. I was breaking out in cystic acne. And on top of it, I felt horrible all the time. And I remember sitting at my kitchen counter and my husband comes up and, he puts his hand on my shoulder and he tells me it's gonna be okay. And I remember crying and saying, I don't understand why nothing is working. Why is this happening to me? And I don't understand. And he said, if the experts can't figure you out, then you figure yourself out. And you guys, that was the start of my journey I took the last 12 years of my life to figure out what was wrong and what can I do right. And the very first thing I did is I started officially tomorrow. Tomorrow is my official start date. Tonight's the night where I made the decision, and tomorrow's the day that I began. And I told my husband, I said, all right then, I'm gonna figure this out and I'm gonna go for it. And I said, listen, honey, for Valentine's Day, don't get me no chocolate, don't get me no candy. I don't want any carbaholic, bunch of pasta for dinner tomorrow. I don't want jewelry that's gonna be out of style in a year. I don't want flowers that are gonna die in a week. And I don't want you to get me a bunch of junk food that is gonna just make me feel sick and gain more weight. I want your support to start this program, and I want your support to change my life. And he says, all right, you got it. Anything you want, let's do it. Now, let me give you a little background of where we started at. 12 years ago, my husband, we were a single income family. My husband was actually a youth pastor, and he had a youth pastor's salary, raising a family on that. We had very little. And so for us to begin and to do that, my program that I began back then was about $900, which was basically impossible. It was a miracle that we even were able to do that. And so for us, we took a huge radical risk. We really stepped out. We really stepped out in faith to do this. But I knew that this was the only way I was gonna change. And this is the only way you're gonna change, is that you have to step out and really make radical changes. So I stepped out, and it took me a few weeks to feel like me again, because it was like I was on a new planet, a new island, learning all these new things to eat, new things to try. Everything was so new. And I want you to know that even for me, Even for me, the first month was very, very difficult because I was making big radical changes. So I want you to know that if you're new to changing your life, if you're new to the Fit Body program, if you're new to eating healthy, don't feel bad if it's hard. It's hard for everybody. It was hard for me. I mean, honestly, I cried. I cried at my meals. I cried over garlic bread. I cried over fettuccine Alfredo. I cried over wanting pizza and Mexican food. I cried because I was so addicted to them. So as I made these big radical changes, it was awesome having the support system of, my husband was there, I was there, but honestly, I didn't have a tribe. I didn't even have a nutritionist. All these weight loss doctors that I'd gone to, none of them were skilled in nutrition. None of them understood holistic nutrition. None of them had the story that I had. None of them were in the same boat that I was. So I felt really alone. I felt like I was the only one in the world that was going through this. And that's why I'm so open about sharing this journey with you guys, because I want you to know that if you're struggling with your weight, if you're struggling with your health, you're not alone. You are not alone. I was there with you. I've walked in your shoes. I've cried. I've cried myself to sleep on my pillow, praying that somehow, some way I'd wake up tomorrow different. I never did. Nothing changed until I made radical changes. I had to do something dramatically different than what I was doing. And let me tell you what I didn't do. What I didn't do is I didn't starve anymore. I used to be on every single diet that came out. I no longer starve. What I didn't do was drink a bunch of diet shakes or eat prepackaged diet food. I tried that. I tried OptiFast, MediFast, SlimFast, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, done it all. Didn't work. Maybe it worked for 5 days, and then I was so sick of those prepackaged foods, or my body got sick. My body started to reject it. You know why? Because your body is not designed to eat out of a plastic box. Your body is designed to eat real food from the earth, okay? So like for me, my body started rejecting everything I tried. I went to all these weight loss doctors, and all they did was pump me full of stuff that made my heart feel like it was gonna explode. They gave me high blood pressure. I hired a personal trainer, and all they did was make it to where I blew out my knees. I blew out my knees trying to lose weight. So like when I say 12 years ago today, I was at my wit's end. I had tried everything. I had given up thousands of dollars of our family's hard-earned money that we needed desperately. I gave up thousands of hours. I put in so much time, so much hope. To see zero results was so disheartening. And I was ready to give up. I sat at my kitchen counter and I was bawling my head off. I was crying at the kitchen counter. I think I had even thrown something across the kitchen, chucked it across the kitchen. And my husband said, "We're gonna find a way. We will find a way." And I said, "All right then. It's gonna take some radical change. It's gonna take some radical leaps of faith here and an investment. Are you ready to back me on this?" And he said, "Absolutely." And so I started my journey 12 years ago. Tomorrow will be my official day I started, and I've never regretted a moment. I've never regretted my choice. I lost over 134 pounds, but in that first month, you guys, I lost 37 pounds. My sister, she started her journey with Fit Body with my program a year ago. In her first month, she lost 39 pounds of inflammation and body fat. And then she's now at a year and like 2 weeks, and she's now 120 pounds down. It took me time. In my first 3 months, I had lost about 45 pounds. In the first 6 months, I lost about 70 pounds. And then by the end of the first year, I lost right at 100 pounds. Then guess what happened, guys? I got pregnant. That's what happens. Get healthy, get fit, get pregnant. And got pregnant. And what's so awesome about this pregnancy is because I went into it healthy. My other 2 pregnancies were very difficult. They were very risky, and we were very sick, me and the babies. With this 3rd pregnancy, I was so healthy. The baby was in perfect health, and it was a wonderful pregnancy. I'd never experienced a positive pregnancy before, like where it was fun. And it actually was an enjoyable pregnancy. And the baby, he's now almost 10, and he is super healthy. He's 9, and he's super healthy, and he's never been on antibiotics a day in his life. It's crazy because he's so healthy. He hasn't needed them. And so it's awesome to see. And then after that, I had to lose the baby weight. So after 9 months, took about 6 months to lose 27 pounds of baby weight plus another 34 pounds. So I'm a total of 134 pounds down, but I'm still on the journey. I still haven't arrived. I'm still working every day for my goals. I'm still pushing for those goals. And so I want you to know that, my friend, when you are on this journey, so many of us feel alone. When I started my journey 12 years ago, I felt like nobody wanted to do this with me. I felt like nobody wanted to get healthy with me. Nobody wanted to work out with me. Nobody wanted to go for a walk with me. Nobody wanted to eat a salad with me. Nobody wanted to give up the junk food with me. I felt super alone. And back then, social media wasn't as prominent as it is now, and I'm so thankful that we can connect through YouTube, through Instagram, through Facebook, through instant messaging. We have so many options now, through websites even. We have so many options, and this right here, you guys, this little box you're watching, this is a gift, because I want to tell you something right now. I want you to know that regardless of where you live, whether you live in Arizona, or you live in America, or you live in Canada, or UK, or Australia, or the Caribbean, or who knows, anywhere in the world. Listen, my friend, you are not alone. You are not alone in this journey. I have walked this journey. I know the struggles. I know what it feels like to cry over a plate of bread because you want it really bad and you know you shouldn't. I know what it's like to fall off track. I know what it's like to dust yourself off and get back on track. And I want you to know you're not alone, and that you can do this, and that you are just a click away. If you need a word of encouragement, message me, reach out, go to my website, fitbodyweightloss.com, send an email, read the blogs, get the support, watch the positive videos. That's all about support. There are so many people, men and women and young adults all over the world that are trying to get healthy, and you are not alone. We're all in this together. And then last thing I need you to know is that you have to be your own cheerleader. You have to be willing to encourage yourself. You have to be willing to stand up for your wellness, for your health, to fight for it. Because if you don't fight for your health, if you don't love your body and choose to love yourself the way you need to be loved, nobody can do it for you. Trust me. I tried it. I tried expecting my husband to fight for my health for me, my doctors to fight for my health for me, my personal trainer to fight for my health for me. They couldn't do it. It didn't work. The only one that could change my life and love my body the way it needed to be loved was me. And so on this day, literally this day, 12 years ago, I made the choice that I was going to fight for myself. I was going to fight for my health. I was going to fight for my wellness. I was going to fight for my life. On this day, this very day, 12 years ago, I said, I'm done playing it safe. I wasn't playing it safe. I'm done settling. I'm done accepting anything than my best. I'm done. And I'm gonna fight for what I want. I wanna lose this weight. Well, I'm gonna lose the weight. I wanna overcome diabetes. Well, I'm gonna do it. I wanna heal my thyroid. I can do it. I want my life back. And on this day, 12 years ago, I said, I'm taking my life back. I'm stepping into this new season, this new life, whatever it may be, and I'm gonna go for it. And I have to tell you, best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did for my family, for my husband. He got his wife back. He got me. He got a whole new wife, really. Best thing I ever did for my kids. They got their mom back. They got a mom who's awake and alive. My friends got their friend back who isn't hiding anymore and declining every time. But really, Christina got her life. I finally got my life. I finally got the energy. I got the joy, the confidence, the peace, the health to actually live this life, to live my best life the way I want to live it, by my own rules, by my own terms. I can go where I want to go. I can wear what I want to wear. Listen, y'all, I can cross my legs if I want to. I couldn't do that. I was never able to cross my legs. They wouldn't do it. Like, this leg didn't go over that leg. I couldn't wear normal clothes. I always had to shop at specialty boutiques. Don't even get me started on lingerie. There was none. There was none for big girls. And I'm telling you, like, your life will be amazing when you choose to live it by your terms. And so I want to invite you to join me. This is my anniversary. I started this journey. I made the choice on this day 12 years ago. I started officially tomorrow, but on this day, I said I'm making the choice to change. I want to invite you to share my anniversary date with me. Let this be your day. Let this be the day that you decided, no more, I'm fighting for what I want. I'm fighting for my health. I'm fighting for my wellness. I'm fighting for my freedom. I'm fighting for me. And I'm fighting so I can be the best me. Let today be your day too. Let this be your day to be free, to be healthy, to be happy, and to love yourself. I mean, what better day? Forget the chocolates, forget the fancy candy, forget the jewelry that's out of style next year, forget the flowers that are gonna die tomorrow, and do something that you will love yourself for the rest of your life. Show yourself that you love yourself in your actions, in your deeds, not just in words. Not just saying, oh, I love myself, but then you don't do anything to love yourself. Love yourself, really love yourself, invest into yourself, eat healthy, sign up for that gym membership, go work out, go for the walks, buy yourself the cute yoga pants if you'll work out in them, right? If they motivate you, do it. Get yourself started on a program that will help you. And if you need help, I'll help you. I'll be your nutritionist. Start my program. If you need to lose the weight and you want to do it the healthy way, let me help you, because I can save you all the mistakes that I made. I take 10 years of everything that I've developed and I give it all to you. I save you all the mistakes. I save you all the pit stops. And it's kind of like this. If you know you can get to Target in 15 minutes or you can get to Target in 5 minutes and they're both safe and they're both enjoyable trips and drives, which one do you take? Do you take the 15 minutes or do you take the one in 5? You take the one in 5. Save yourself the decades of ups and downs, of mistakes, and learn from everything that I've done to lose half my body size and keep it off. I'm 12 years tomorrow of officially being on this journey. And I gotta tell you, I will never regret the choice I made this night 12 years ago. I'll never regret it because it changed my life. It changed my family's life, and it's changed thousands of people's lives just because I'm sharing it with them and I'm sharing it with you. I would love to help you. Reach out, go to my website, fitbodyweightloss.com, and let's get you started. You can do this. You are not alone. And if anything you got from tonight is, please know that in this journey, you're not alone. I'm not alone. We're in this together, you guys. So have a beautiful and amazing Valentine's Day, an amazing Valentine's Day week. And I will talk to you guys later. And don't forget, go to the website, take advantage of the code I gave you, fitbodyweightloss.com. This is your chance. Share this day with me. Start your journey just like I did 12 years ago. This night I said, I'm changing. I'm gonna fight for my health. I'm gonna fight for my wellness. I'm gonna lose the weight. I'm gonna overcome the diabetes and all the sickness I had in my life. And I overcame it. I overcame it. And it happened. It was easier than I expected, and I know you'll find that this will be easier than you even think. It'll actually be fun, I promise you. If you give yourself this chance, you will not regret it. You will love your results. You will love how you feel. You will love the empowerment and the joy and the freedom that's gonna come from it. It's gonna be amazing. Be brave, be bold, and choose to love yourself in your actions. Have a beautiful and amazing and blessed Valentine's Day, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Christina.